so they can be able to communicate. Okay, it's very, very important. Great, let's continue. Grammar instruction. They believe that grammar teaching is necessary for students and believe that CLT should include both speaking and writing. They support the notion of engaging students in communication but feel that teaching grammar is necessary because students need grammar to communicate. Okay? So the fact that your lesson is focused on the communication doesn't mean that you don't have to teach them how to use the grammar. Okay, you can take a moment and explain them how the grammar is used. So when it comes to communication, they can think on whether they are using the grammar correctly or not. Maybe in the end you might make the corrections, but they will remember that it makes sense because that's what you already taught them. They will really understand the reason why they are supposed to or are not supposed to talk in a certain way. Okay, they need to understand the grammar. Okay, some students do not understand how to use the grammar, but that doesn't mean we have to forget about it. This is very important too. We also need to be focused. Okay, as I am teaching my students, I need to keep focused, as I already mentioned, on my goal. Are they like walking through the steps? Are they taking the right steps? Are they really getting to what I want them to go? I need to keep focused on that. Okay, if I'm not focused, they might not get where I want them to go. Okay, and for teachers, there is an embarrassment for fluency and accuracy, especially when meet learner errors. So another misunderstanding about CLT is that it should not include corrective feedback. Okay, no, some people prefer not to correct their students the moment they make the mistake. Some people prefer to correct them just right in that moment. Okay, the thing is that if you correct them all the time, from time to time, when every time they make a mistake, they might feel like blocked and be like afraid to talk because they know they will make another mistake. A strategy or a technique you could use when correcting a student is just talking as they are supposed to talk the moment they make the mistake. For example, if he says, "Oh, everybody are happy in this classroom," you can reply by saying, "Oh, yes, you are right. Everybody is happy in this classroom." So make emphasis in the right form of using the word so they will get it. I am sure they will get it. That's a way we could use. We could let the students know they are making a mistake, or at the end of the class we can write, okay, some of the words they mispronounced, okay, or the grammar, the mistakes they made in the grammar, so they can be aware of that. The teacher's role. Okay, the teacher has two main roles. The first role is to facilitate the communication process between all the participants in the classroom and between these participants and the various activities and texts. So yes, we are doing our job, and yes, we can see they are talking. However, sometimes they find it like really hard to keep communicating. So we need, as teachers, to make them feel it's not difficult. We need to make it as easy as possible for them. And I can relate to this because I had a group of students that I had to teach them a lesson. Okay, let me explain you how I had to do it. I had to teach them how to use the simple past. I wanted them to be able to ask questions with did, like yes no questions with did, open-ended questions with did. Okay, and that is something that has always been easy for me, but in this case they were like kids, I mean 11, 12, 13 years old, and when I had to like practice the conversation with them, they just didn't want to. They didn't feel like the necessity of talking. Even though the topic was interested, they didn't want to talk. And I was getting a little bit like worried or stressed because it had never happened to me before. So what did I decide to do? I decided to play a game which is called hot potato. Okay, we always play that, but in this case I decided, okay, so let's play hot potato. They enjoy playing hot potato, hot potato, hot potato. They like go rolling the ball, right? And the person who loses will have to create a question, okay, with did. Okay, and that's how I was doing, and the only way they could like create or manage to create the question. Let me see if I have part of a video in here so you can see it. Okay, I don't know if I can make it like,
Okay.
wait a second. Oh my goodness. I think it's here. I don't know if you can read.
Any of these. Okay.
Pay attention to the first part.
Okay.
Why you?
Why did you?
Okay. Why did you sleep in class?
I slept because I was tired. Okay.
Then she asked me a question there. I keep playing.
Ask me a question with when, what, where, how, and
I showed you the list of
And what
question
time
words.
did you sleep?
I slept or I went to bed at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Okay, that's how they get like motivated to ask the questions.
Ask me a question with what, where, why, or how, and any of those.
So that's how I basically use this game so they could start like talking, and I will keep like trying to see other ways I can use to help them communicate. And yes, sometimes I have a list of questions so they can ask each other and start practicing. Sometimes it works. Sometimes when they feel like bored, I need to play a game so they can feel kind of motivated. And yes, the learner's role, it's not like they have to be perfect. No, it's just to participate. Okay, do their best to participate, and they will see how they will be like growing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thanks for your attention.